It's another Saturday, and we're still here. The theme of our show today is Bye Bernie, and it's about Bernie Sanders, the end of his candidacy. But not really about the end of his candidacy. Bernie, it's dying out. He lost California, and it doesn't really matter why. He was going to lose anyway. The reason he was going to lose, and I know there's some people out there who believe he still could win, and he could, except for the fact that they're not going to put Hillary Clinton in jail. They're not going to indict her. She's an elitist. She's part of two different parties that we've deemed special in this country, that we've decided are the special ones that no matter what, they can get away with anything, especially if they're in the limelight, right? Hillary Clinton in the limelight. Anyway. So I don't know, people are upset. I've seen on Twitter they're sad, they feel like they've been cheated, and you may have been cheated. There's no doubt about it. I mean, the whole election thing is rigged. There's no doubt about it. But like my wife said to me, she said, it didn't matter anyway. Bernie's not a Democrat, right? He's not a Democrat. He's an independent, and he's always been an independent. But he does vote with the Democratic Party on most occasions, but he's not a Democrat. And these people make their living as being Democrats, right? It's a club. It's a social club for these people. They have insiders. They have people that run this, that get money, and they want to be part of that establishment. They want to share in the spoils of war, or whatever you want to call it, between the Republicans and the Democrats. They want to get their money and have their special stuff. They don't want any more, I should say. They don't want any more parties out there to steal that limelight that would cut into their profits. So Bernie was destined to lose the candidacy from the beginning, but I think the one thing the Democrats never counted on is there actually are people out there that have beliefs. They have beliefs in the system, even Democrats, strong Democrats, right? And so now, what have they done? They said, you know what? There's a monster on the other side. We have to stop. We have to stop him from getting that candidacy. We don't want him to be our president. He is a horrible, horrible person. So they have a villain, right? And they had to, as soon as they could, get that hero on a white horse to come out there and stop this from happening. So we know that it's not about whether it's good or bad or evil. It's a marketing thing. We've got the superhero female lead now against the evil tyrant, the bigot corporatist. And let's just drop that, right? If you were following Bernie, if you voted for Bernie, if you wanted to vote for Bernie but you didn't get the chance, whether you're legal or illegal, it doesn't matter. or what race or gender you were, you know it wasn't about Bernie. Really, is there anything about Bernie that, as a physical human being, that you were like, yeah, that's the man I want? You have an old guy, a sweet old man, right, that is from a obscure, small state. But what has Bernie been doing the entire time? He's been fighting for you. And that's what you wanted. You wanted someone to fight for you. You realize that there needs to be change. You need that humans are being oppressed, that your freedoms are being oppressed, that our environment is going to crap, right? And that corporatism is the thing. Capitalism has failed. You know these things. So it's not about anything but you. You didn't vote for a celebrity, right? You weren't starstruck. You didn't vote for a guy because he was on TV, right? You didn't vote for someone because of their gender. You didn't even think about gender. You weren't thinking about somebody having a spouse who was president before, right? So you think it's going to be that way. The same way. You think that he's actually going to run it, and that she'll sit back and let him do it like she said she would. It's not about those things. It was about the idea. It was about the message. It was about you and your brother and your sister and your mother and your father and your neighbor and any other human out there. It was about your freedoms. It was about your environment. It was about your future and your children's future. So don't lose that momentum. Bernie may be gone, but Bernie's message was only heard because there were so many people that came together to support that message. There were crowds, thousands and thousands of people. People talking to each other. People on Facebook. So still have the same message, just take out the name and put your name in there. Say, I, Rebecca Smith, am for people and for my environment. Show me, Miss President wannabe, Mr. Starstruck. Hey, what's your message? We told you what we wanted. We weren't just following a man. We were creating momentum. It's about the message. It's about getting out there and saying, hey, we don't want a polluted environment. We don't want our children and our children's children to suffer in the weathers that are going to come. We don't want people to not have things. And we want the ability to do the things we want to do. We want opportunity. That's what we want, opportunity. And that's what we need. We need to be able to show ourselves off. We need to have a stable platform for our health, right? We need universal health care. No, we do need universal health care. Don't say you don't, you do, right? We all need to, share in it for the betterment of the people. We need higher labor costs. Why? Yes, we do need higher labor costs. Stop talking about it. We do need it. Don't shake your head. We need it because we are part of the value system. A human is value. They do the work. If they're doing the work, they should get paid well to do it. Because the person at the top, or persons, shareholders, they are the ones getting all the profit. Well, how much profit do they need? Is it about screwing over the people? Is it? Is it about screwing people to get what you want selfishly? I don't think so, because there's a whole lot of money out there. Lots and lots. When you have 80 people that have as much money as everybody on the face of the earth, right? They have the equal amount themselves as everybody else does, or at least half of the world population. They have as much wealth. That was never supposed to happen. That's not how it's supposed to work. There's supposed to be opportunity out there, and they are dictating what you get. And they are short in numbers, 80 people, and there's 7 billion people on the planet, and we let them get away with that? Do you really want to be that rich, so rich that you screw everybody over? Just to make yourself more money that you don't even use? And if you do it, and you say, well, they don't have all that money, it's an investment stuff, then it's about power and control. Do they really need all that power and control? They're trying to take the risk out of their lives and put it back in yours. Right? Put it back on the people. Let the people pay for my mistakes. Because I believe that, hey, if I break a few eggs, so be it. I'll still be rich. That's not the case. We need to share together. We all need to take risk. But we have to have the opportunity to do it. And we have to have some footing to stand on. So what's the minimum we're asking for? We're saying, hey, look, I just want to be healthy. I want to be able to produce my own energy. I want to do it cleanly. I want to get a job and know that I'm going to get paid well for it because I put in the effort. I put in the labor for it. I want to know that I have insurance so that I can stay healthy so I can get out there in the labor force or I can start a business. And I want some kind of minimum education. I'm not even for college education. Really, I'm not. I'm for a specific technical ability. Like, so if I don't want to just send people to college. I went to college for 4 years. And I didn't learn anything specific. I just learned more of what I learned in high school. Well, that's just bogus. So what? I can talk better than most people. Big deal. Right? That's not how it's supposed to be. How about you teach me something special? Something that has value. Maybe I'm an electrician. Wow. Send me to school for that. Maybe I work on water systems. Send me to school for that. Right? At least the bare minimum. So that I can be out there and I can help to make processes more efficient. Or to create processes. Or to invent new processes. Or to clean up old processes. That's the kind of education I want. So those are the minimums to add value to the humans, right? And to take all of the control and the oppression out of those who knows how they got their money. Lucky or not, in a position they were, and now that they're manipulating the system, they're making even more. So Bernie, continue on. We will continue to love you just like you were, like you are. And the message that you brought to the forefront, we appreciate. We had somebody bring it forward. Now we have to carry that ball down the field. Together, in groups, we share a belief and we keep that belief going. This is Eric, Pastor Paz of Lost Bull, saying, hey, you still have it in you. Get together with someone else and you double it. Have a great day. Thanks.